right as I start to film, Lola goes crazy. Hi, it is August 17th now. I realized I was sitting over in the lounge room and I realized I haven't filmed anything or updated anything in like a week. And it's mostly because I haven't really done a whole lot for that time. I have done a lot now, but for quite a few days, we just took a break. We had Anderson's come out. I think that was the last thing I updated on, was that Anderson's was coming to do a flooring coat, and that guy was really, really useless. He was like 35 or 40 minutes late. He didn't really say anything to us. He just walked around, measured the floors, and then was like, bye. And I'm like, where are the samples? Like, anyway, he didn't bring any samples, so we were like, probably not gonna go with them, because like I'm not going all the way to the shop to look at colors when I can't look at them in my house, and we have weird lighting here. So we have like some yellow lights, we have some white lights. The sun makes a big difference because the sun hits this wall from like 11 a.m. So we need to make sure that it looks nice in the apartment. Anyway, we did that. We also had another removalist company out. We had Kent out, and they did a quote for us for our move, and we decided to go with them, which was way better than the first quote we had, which was from Grace. It was like nearly half the price, and so that's, I believe that's booked now. I can't remember. Anyway, we've agreed to go with them, and so we're just finalizing the details of that, and then we just had to pay a deposit, I think. I'm not really sure, but that's sorted. I also contacted some wardrobe companies to refit, I think I've talked about this, the built-in robes in the bedrooms. I'm just walking in there now. We're replacing these with rubber built-ins, and the company that we went with, which is Just Wardrobes, I'm so sorry, the lighting is shocking, which is why I was out there. Just Wardrobes and Storage or something. I can't remember what the name is because I've spoken to so many people. But they were really good. I was a bit confused to begin with. I don't know what this hair's doing. I just got a haircut. It's really short now. Oh my god, the cat. They wanted me to like measure the space and take pictures and draw what I wanted, and I was like, isn't that your job? So I was really confused, and I didn't think the quote was going to be really good, but it was really, really good. They did a full digital design and print of like a blueprint sort of thing of what they proposed, and they gave us multiple options of what they can do for us. Gave us 2 pricing ranges basically, so like a cheaper option which was closer to what we wanted, and then a more expensive option but had a lot more like storage, shelving and rails and stuff, but we're selling, so we don't really care. We just want to replace it because those things are crap. And they gave us 2 different dooring options. They were just really good, so we went with them, and they are actually coming out to do a proper full, like proper dimension, like what's it called? I'm sorry, it's like 11:15 at night when I'm filming this. I'm really tired. It's been a really busy day. They are doing an in-house measure to make sure all of the measurements are correct, and then they just make adjustments to the dimensions that I sent them to make sure that what they get manufactured is going to fit, obviously. So someone's coming out to do that. I can't remember exactly when. Next week sometime, I think. Today I did quite a bit, and over the past few days I've done quite a bit. So as you can see, I'll flip the camera around and show you in a second, but I went to Bunnings today, and because we're painting our apartment from these creamy, probably really hard to tell, that's a bit more accurate, that colored there. We're painting the apartment to a white. So I went and got some samples. The first Bunnings I went to, I really couldn't tell the difference between, I have all the things here. I couldn't tell the difference between these two, and it's really hard to see on camera as well. In person and in the shops, these look the same, but this one is really grey, and the one I just dropped is super, super white. I asked the person if there was a colour in between. They said no, so I got samples for those, and I knew that they probably wouldn't be good, but if that was my options, that's what I had to put on the walls to see, and maybe we would go with like a different tone, because those are like blue undertone, like grey whites, like cool whites. We definitely don't want a warm white, and if those didn't work, I was gonna go look at another company. These are Dulux, which is what I've been recommended to use. So I put them on the walls, and I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you. So ignoring this one, this was the first one. So this is the Lexicon, and it's really grey, and this is the white on white, which is probably hard to tell. It's super white. So I did a swatch there, and ignoring the bottom two, ignoring the bottom one and the top one, so these two, I swatched their Lexicon and white on white against, because we don't know if we're painting these cupboards yet, but that's what they would look like in here. And it's hard to tell because it is 11 o'clock at night, so we don't have the natural light, but I think that's, sorry, my fingernails are really dirty for some reason. I've been cleaning. I think that's way too grey, and I think that's way too white. These have only got one coat, so I need to do another coat on them tomorrow, but I'm probably not going to, because I've decided they're not what I want to go with. And so I did more swatches because we have very weird lighting in the house. I've just painted these, which is why I say ignore them. There they are again, super grey and really, really white. And that gets a lot of natural light, that wall, which is why I did them there. And this is one of the darker areas in our apartment. Lexicon, white on white, super, super, super grey and dark, which I don't mind for the bedroom, I'll be honest, but not great for the rest of the apartment. And I just think that's way too white. And I did really hard to see up there. That's a Lexicon, that's white on white, and those are the two new ones. So I didn't think either of those were appropriate. So tonight after dinner, we went to a different Bunnings and we found these. Now, these look really similar. I have literally just painted them, so they're not dry. Like, I painted them probably 5 minutes ago. That's Lexicon quarter. That's Lexicon half. We were told to put swatches near the ceiling because we want to not have too much of a contrast without painting the ceiling. So that's those two there, quarter there, half there. And I can't decide between them because I think they look really, really similar. Back to the living room, which has changed. I'll go over this in a second. That's the quarter, Lexicon quarter, and that's the half, which is a little bit darker. And again, over in our hallway. This I did first, so this one's starting to dry already. That's a Lexicon quarter, and that's a Lexicon half, and they honestly look the same to me. That's the, get my head out of the way, Lexicon quarter there. That's a Lexicon half there. It's really hard to tell at night the difference between those. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to do a second coat on the quarter and the half on all of the swatches, and our agent is going to come tomorrow afternoon to help me decide what to go with, because I think that one and that one are not it. So as for everything else, I'm really tired. I've done quite a bit today. I did quite a bit of packing. We had a bunch of stuff over here and up there and just randomly around the house that didn't really like go anywhere. I didn't know what to do with them, but they were annoying me that they weren't packed yet because we don't need them. Sorry, the kitten is playing with something. She's playing with a leaf outside. I just thought she was into something she shouldn't be. but that's fine. So I guess I'll turn the camera around again and I'm going to show you what I've done, because there's been a few big changes in the past week that I haven't updated on. So time to do that now. I actually recorded some stuff earlier today, so I'm going to insert that clip here and speed it up and do a time lapse. This is me packing all the stuff, and then I'll go back to tonight where I show you what I did. So the first change is we had 2 blue IKEA chairs here, and they were our chairs for when we have guests because we normally only have our 2 recliners. I sold those yesterday, I think it was yesterday. So those are gone. The aircon is still sitting here waiting to be sold. I've had 2 people message me about it, and then neither of them got back to me, which is really annoying because I just want to get that out of the way. It's the last thing to be sold. This is another donation pile. There's some food in there that can go to our community food donation, and then some other stuff that's just going to go to the donation shop that we don't need. So many cat toys. Still tools. We're not packing those up yet. I think I'm going to start on that tomorrow and make a toolbox thing. There's some other things down here we don't need out. There's just a few tools we do need. The rest of this shelf, we're going to dismantle this weekend. So I spent this afternoon and I took everything off these shelves. So there was some stuff here that was waiting to be packed. We're going to take those down. The olive oil that's behind this canola oil, I need to put in this box. I just can't reach it. And the Listerine that's in there, it can go into another box, and I'll show you in a second. We're going to take all of that stuff off and pack it. That stuff is still stuff to go to the chemical waste thing. Lola, she's eating Tilly's food. This hasn't changed too much. That stuff there is a friend of ours. We're giving those to a friend. That's another friend. So 3 different people we need to go see. This is a clothes hanging thing that we had for guests, which ended up not working in our office, but we're donating that with that stuff. I got a new backpack, which is nice. So my other bags are over there to donate. They're still okay condition. They're just not great at the moment, but they're still usable. I need to go take that tin of food back because Tilly doesn't like it. This is all stuff we're using currently, so keys and stuff. These glasses I need to take to Specsavers. They will actually recycle them if they can, if they're in good enough condition. Like I'm pretty sure all of these are in really good condition still. They're just a bit old and out of what's the word? Prescription is wrong for us. They will donate them to communities who need them. The batteries need to go to Aldi. They have a battery recycling bin, and we just put those in, so I need to take that. So that's my container of things that I need to take places. We just bought that because we're running out, so that is all still the same. Like I said, the donation pile for clothing and stuff is still growing. This used to be beside my chair over there. It's all personal stuff that needs to be shredded, and that's a paper shredder. So we're going to shred that, and then we're going to get rid of the shredder. It's not the best. It's a cheapie, but it does the job as we need it. Excuse me. This is one of the boxes that I packed today. This is all kitchen stuff, and it was on that big shelf over there. And yeah, there's like the vinegar bottles here, and then there's some other stuff below that and below it again. Extra spices. Sorry, I just hit the camera. Yeah, a few things. Oh my god, Tilly's going crazy. She never plays with that, which is funny. So I need to fill the rest of this box up, and then that's a kitchen box packed. This is random laundry things, and it's going to be a light box, so literally whatever is awkward, odd shaped things that might get broken but needs to be packed, they will go into that box. This is ready to be dismantled. Andy's still watching those, so they're just hanging out there, but it's, other than that, it's completely empty, which is good. So we're going to do that and that this weekend. The coffee table is now being used as a TV stand. Sorry, we had sand churros for dessert tonight, and Andy left his plate there. So, oh my god, I've never noticed the Xbox actually has green in it. I don't know why I've never noticed that. I don't know why my boots are here either. It's been a day. So the TV unit is there. We're giving that to our friend. She's going to pay us $20 to drop it off to them, and that'll be good. It'll get it out of our hair, and I don't have to worry about selling it to someone on random Facebook marketplace. This has our address on it, so let's move that out of the way. So that's, and that bag go with that, so I need to remember to take that. I'm doing that on Friday, taking that to Ham's place. That is half of our e-waste stuff. That's the stuff that I collected up today. So I think this drawer is empty now. I could be wrong. There's a few things in there still. I think we're using that stuff though, but the other controllers that were in there are packed up. Andy's still using the DVD player with those DVDs that are on that shelf. We're still playing the Xbox. We've packed up the PS5, so there's no more PS5 playing until we move and until it arrives. We're going to put these in the car. The Fab box here is almost empty, and that is almost empty. And I know after a week of being in an Airbnb, we're going to need to do washing. So I'm going to put that in the car and we'll arrive after the first week, which is good. Other stuff is paper towel. It's just one roll. So I'm just going to take it with us in the car because if it's in this box, and body soap, I will need one of those at some point. This box will become 2 boxes. This is the small speakers. I've just wrapped them up. They don't fit very well. The 4th one is there. This is the bookends and other things that I had to bubble wrap, which used to be right there. I don't know what to do with this stuff. So it's sitting there waiting to be sorted into probably that box, but we'll see. That's ready to go. There's a gigantic, really, really long extension cord, but it's currently powering this light. Oh, I need to take that down and pack it. That's ready to go. Again, sorry, we had Centuro, so we've got stuff hanging out. This used to be in Andy's office. Sorry, Andy's office, our office, mostly Andy's office. It used to sit upright, so other way up between our desks to give us a divide so we're not seeing each other when we're both in there. We've emptied that, packed up most of the stuff that was on these shelves, and I brought the shelves out here because I sold the little table that used to be here. The girls used it to access their hammocks. So when I got rid of that little dresser thing that was there, they couldn't get up, and Lola was like pacing back and forth and she couldn't get up, and she didn't want me to put her up there because then she couldn't get down. Anyway, my solution was to put this out here because we're going to take it with us and we can literally unpack it when we take those off in the very last weekend. So I need to get that mirror out and pack it as well, but the rest of the stuff will go into our suitcases to take. Same with all of that stuff will come with us. That's the biggest update. I will show you the office because that's where all the boxes are at the moment. Hope Andy doesn't mind, he's in here working. Hi. So that's where the shelves were, which is now where all of the console boxes are. We decided we're going to put them in a jumbo box in there. We also have a basket. I don't know how we're going to do that. I don't know. But yeah, the mountain has grown and it's all the way back there too. So it's really happening. There's so many boxes. We have a lot of boxes to pack still. That's e-waste down there. That's the other half of the e-waste. That's packing supplies that we're using to stuff and wrap and close boxes and all sorts of things. And there's a picture that I just took off the wall, which was there. Oh, we need to take this down as well. Yeah. This. We need to take all the pictures down so I can start wrapping them. I actually need to get more bubble wrap because I used way more than I expected to wrap those speakers, but I don't want them to break. But yeah, that's that is the mess at the moment. All of these loose things here need to go in a kitchen box because they are ramen bowls and things, and a Wii console. Not a Wii console. What am I talking about? It's really late. What's that?
Switch.
A Switch dock. Oh my god. I need to pack that lamp too. I have so many things that are like awkward sized and need to be packed. So that's a crafting lamp. And he needs to do his desk, but he's going to do that on Thursday night, Friday day before we leave. He's going to take Friday off, I think, to deal with all of the cables and stuff there. But yeah, and I still have a shirt in here. I was wondering where that went. Oh, the other thing. I said I hadn't done much, but I actually have. I've emptied this. This used to be really full. So all the stuff that's in that laundry box was out of here. The stuff down here we're actually gonna, well, the glass cleaner, ow, I ran into them. The glass cleaner we're using, everything else we're gonna get rid of. Maybe give some of this stuff to neighbors or friends because they're still fine. That little bottle's nearly empty. The only other thing is vacuum stuff, which we're still using. That's to clean the vacuum, and just some cleaning cloths. Everything else is up here that we're using. That's actually empty. I want to dismantle this weekend. So take all of that stuff out, take that stuff off. All the chemicals that are not open and we can take with us are in there. And I'm going to put that in there so that we can put that stuff on the top so we can still use that stuff. Very complicated. That's what I'm going to do. Some of this stuff needs to get thrown out. Some of it needs to get cleaned. That needs to get cleaned. That needs to get thrown out. That needs to get cleaned. The mop needs to get thrown out. It's happening. It's slowly happening. I can't forget these because I need those. Yeah. I think that's the update for now. Say bye, Tilly. Oh, Tilly does not want anything to do with us. Oh, look, there's another empty thing that the cat's picked up. Say bye. Are you just gonna purr? Cats.